Your morning news now. Every adult in Wisconsin will receive the COVID-19 vaccine by mid-summer. That's the latest prediction from state health officials. The Wisconsin DHS Deputy Secretary says we are just a couple of months away from the other side of this pandemic, and every adult should have access to the vaccine by June or July. However, health officials say the number of variant cases is still growing. The Cleary Alumni Center on the UW-La Crosse campus will host a new community-based clinic starting next Tuesday. It's only the second of its kind in all of Wisconsin. The site will administer 200 doses per day with the hope of eventually bumping that up to as many as 1,000 doses. Officials say it will all depend on how much of the vaccine Wisconsin receives from the federal government.
All I'm trying to do is make this a more deliberative process. Now, obviously shine the light on this abusive and obscene amount of money.
U.S. senators spent nearly 11 hours overnight reciting every word of President Biden's 628-page COVID relief bill. Wisconsin Republican Ron Johnson requested the reading. Forcing the measure to be read aloud could delay the final vote until this weekend. Meanwhile, more states are easing pandemic restrictions as case totals drop. 16 will have no mask requirement by next week.
And if you liked yesterday's weather today, tomorrow going to be very similar. Temperatures in the mid-40s, but we keep going up from there. Low 50s on Sunday. We're going to be flirting with 60 degrees Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, but then we fall back into the 40s for the end of the week.
What we really want to stress is just everyone watch out, be safe, be cognizant. If you're going to go out, bring a spud bar and check the ice.
Officials are reminding everyone about staying safe on the ice following a rescue involving a 72-year-old fisherman. According to the Stoddard Virgin Fire Department, a group was heading home from fishing on the Mississippi River near Stoddard when a four-wheeler broke through the ice. The group was able to pull a 72-year-old from the water and no medical assistance was required. Another water rescue on the north side of La Crosse required a dive unit last night. A person in the Lauderdale Bay area noticed a hole with fishing equipment and footprints nearby and called authorities. The La Crosse Fire Department's dive unit arrived to search the water, but divers didn't find anyone. A neighbor later reported seeing two fishermen in the area fall through the ice and then successfully get out. Rescue crews eventually met both people who had fallen to confirm what happened. As the National Guard remains in Washington, D.C. amid threats of violence, the acting chief of the U.S. Capitol Police is requesting to keep them in the city for another 2 months. According to a letter obtained by the Associated Press, the National Guard would assist the Capitol Police Board, which oversees the department and reports to the House and Senate leaders. The letter also details harsh criticism for law enforcement's handling of the invasion.
Do you believe that he was propositioning you?
Yes.
For what?
Sex.
Charlotte Bennett, a former employee of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, is sharing her story in an exclusive interview with CBS's Norah O'Donnell. Bennett is one of the 3 women accusing the governor of sexual harassment. She says while New York was at the epicenter of the COVID crisis, Cuomo began asking about her love life and focusing on her history as a sexual assault survivor. New York's Attorney General is launching an independent investigation. The governor has said he will not step down despite growing calls to do so. The city of La Crosse is suing nearly 24 chemical companies for contaminating dozens of wells near the airport. The wells are contaminated with dangerous compounds called PFAS. According to the city's complaint, the chemical companies have known since as far back as the 1960s that the compounds were toxic and they didn't tell consumers. Homeowners impacted by the contaminated wells are demanding the city of La Crosse pay for potential losses, but La Crosse Mayor Tim Cabot says the foam manufacturers are responsible, not the city. Volunteers are setting things up for Food Distribution Day at the Salvation Army's warehouse. The free event is a joint effort between the Salvation Army and the Hunger Task Force of La Crosse. It's happening this afternoon from 3 to 5 at the Salvation Army warehouse on Nelson Place. A second distribution is planned for the first Friday in April.
We're seeing a few clouds around this morning, but we'll see sunny to partly sunny skies. Another mild day with temperatures in the mid-40s. Another carbon copy tomorrow, and then temperatures in the 50s for Sunday.
We hope you can stick around for CBS This Morning. That's starting after this commercial break. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning.